Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. So it's Superbad, Sunita, Katie Taylor. This bout is... Fans are ready. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That punch scores. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. She got her with a punch. She catches and counters. A perfect counter shot. She wasn't ready for that counter. Jab slightly off target. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. They both want the knockout. Nice counter shot by her. Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Estrada in that last round. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back. Here we go for round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
She scores with that counter. Good counter punching. Couldn't land that jab. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. She got clipped by that counter. Straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Estrada in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Let's get it started in round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The straight right just misses. Nice counter. Well done with that counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. No rest for the weary. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That jab won't score. That punch lands. They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. A swing and a miss with that jab. Catch and shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Estrada in that last round. There's the bell to start round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. Do you believe this? Taylor is down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you still want to fight?
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. There's the bell to start round 5. You can see the frustration on her face in the corner. She knows it is go time now. Fight or flight. She's got to get back in it. Hold her right there. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Hook won't score. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Estrada in that last round. Talk about a... There's the bell for round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook was off target. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Good counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which fighter will say no mas? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Estrada in that last round. As bad as boxing judges. And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
And this fight is over. And this replay proves it. The body shot did her in.
A shot from the gods took her out.
Not many people would have predicted